Take a close look at what this half-naked guy is about to do. At an altitude of 4,000 meters without a parachute, he'll just jump out of the plane, do a couple of somersaults in the air and land calmly. Another brave and fun guy will ride a snowmobile along the river in the summer. And the third will park his motorcycle on the roof of the Triumphal Arch in Las Vegas. And for decades, guys without brake fluid in their bodies all over the planet have been committing varying degrees of madness. So they gather millions of views and a bunch of outrage. They can't be measured by likes or a post. But you can measure the condition of the person behind all this. Well, for example, this guy jumped from a BMX onto the roof of a Dubai hotel. Who can parachute from the stratosphere? So his name is Dietrich Mateschitz. And maybe he's the best salesman in the world because he has assets of about $25 billion. So he owns racing, football, extreme and other teams. But the product he's been selling all this time won't revolutionize anything, like the phone, for example. And you can do without it in principle. Not some oil, So for over 30 years, Mateschitz has been selling humanity just two things: aluminum cans with carbonated energy drinks and a simple advertising slogan: Red Bull gives you wings. So let's start with the fact that neither the energy drink nor even the Red Bull on it is invented by Mateschitz. So check out the bottle. There are also Red Bulls on it. And there is also an energy drink inside. So true, the names didn't match and the letters are all strange because it's not Red Bull at all. It's Creatine Diet, an original energy drink from Thailand. By the way, it's still being sold. And he came up with it, Thai entrepreneur 1975. He'll also become a billionaire and even die third among Thailand's richest people. So you probably thought just now that Mateschitz would shamelessly steal the idea from the Thai guy and then get rich. Well, yeah, he'll take the idea, but he won't steal it. They'll make a deal. So over 3 years, Mateschitz will pump all his savings, somewhere around $500 million, into the project, quit his job, and constantly tweak the formula while convincing the local Austrian authorities that his drink is actually safe. And because of this, he'll have to remove a bunch of extra sugar from the classic Thai drink and add carbonation. But the most important thing will be to figure out how to promote something that nobody has bought before. But look, by the time Mateschitz launches Red Bull in '87, the whole world is already hooked on other sweet sodas like Coca-Cola or Pepsi. So by the late 80s, these were multi-billion-dollar companies with a century of history and astronomical marketing budgets. So going up against them is not at all interesting. So what does the Austrian do? He starts selling, but no, not sweet soda, but the idea of an energy boost. So, without marketing gimmicks, Mateschitz, to avoid looking like other drinks, decides on the most instant thing he can come up with. So he raises the price and at the same time reduces the size of the can, makes it look like a battery. Plus, he carefully negotiates with stores to place Red Bull anywhere except next to the non-alcoholic giants. So, but wait, why would stores do a favor for an unknown energy drink? And here is where marketing genius kicks in. So Red Bull's folks spent a couple of months in different countries scattering piles of empty cans outside nightclubs, supposedly from drinking Red Bull, while making sure to supply the DJ with full cans and simply leaving them in clubs. So the illusion that everyone is drinking some wildly popular drink arises among the dancing crowd. It invigorates, you dance better, and ultimately everyone actually starts drinking it. Another trick to hook young guys on the energy drink: give it out for free on university campuses. But really, who else can you sell the idea to? Want to work energetically all day and then not to sleep all night? And who will be responsible for promotion? Right, the students themselves. Because it's just a dream job. You get crates of energy drinks, throw parties, give out free drinks to classmates, and thus boost your status. So Red Bull girls work especially well in all this hustle. Cute girls zoom around in Mini Coopers with giant cans on the roof and offer everyone a free drink to buck up. And of course, in all this hustle, there should be a signature cocktail with a simple name and a recipe: Red Bull vodka. But hold on, if Mateschitz had continued to just do this, that is, give away goods in clubs, put them in universities, and peddle them in bars, he wouldn't have made it onto the Forbes list. So Mateschitz' idea isn't about soda disguised as an energy drink. He starts selling a lifestyle. And that means your product has to be associated with something cool that everyone loves. So beautiful girls were there, clubs and vodka too, so sports remain. And this is the toughest relay race in the world. First, you race uphill for 12 kilometers. And not just any uphill, mind you. So you start at an altitude of 674 meters and finish at 2,400 and change. So just imagine if the elevator in your building doesn't work and you have to walk to the 654th floor. But that's not all. You also have to run with paragliding gear until you take off. Then the cyclist has to ride 27 kilometers, also uphill by 600 floors, and the guys in kayaks will battle through the rapids. As you guessed, it's precisely from this hustle the Red Bull's love for sports begins. And Red Bull becomes not just an official sponsor, but also redesigns the name of the race. So it used to be called Dolo-Mittelmann, and now it's Red Bull. And you don't even have to pronounce Dolo-Mittelmann now. And this approach of renaming what you buy becomes the main Bull's feature. So not just become a title sponsor or owner, Red Bull must necessarily squeeze itself into the name of the team. So in 2004, Mateschitz bought out Ford's Formula One team and announced it for the next season as Red Bull Racing. And it's important to understand that Mateschitz' main tactic is to assemble a team of thousands of such daring characters around the world. So you won't even remember their names, but for decades they've been and will continue to do crazy stunts in the brand's name. That's why Mateschitz' team launches tons of shows, creates schools for young talents, and signs contracts with the most promising individuals, because they are the ones who will make the brand's glory, which, it turns out, remains forever young and forever energetic. And of course, people keep talking about in the spirit of, oh, did you see that awesome video? And they keep sending it to their friends, and damn it, it sticks and it works. And this 100% outweighs in people's mind the fact that in Red Bull Cola, for example, traces of cocaine were found once, and the drink was banned, well, in some places in Germany. Or that in 2010, experiments with rats were conducted at the University of Texas with Red Bull, and it was found that no, it's not that it gives you wings, but that under its influence, the furry creatures start biting their own paws and tails. But the main thing is that scientifics prove that energy drinks cause aggression and have a negative impact on the cardiovascular system rather than giving you wins. So Red Bull, of course, supports aspects. But behind all this marketing beauty lies the real beauty of Dietrich Mateschitz. So every second, approximately 310 cans of Red Bull are sold on the planet. And while you were watching this video, Dietrich earned about another $1 million.